just let me know. Can you all hear me in the back? Woo. Oh, I love your enthusiasm, honey. Thank you. How many of you know about superheroes? How many of you have ever fantasized about being one? All right. How many of you graduating massage therapist students think that's all you are? You're just a graduating massage therapist. Well, I'm here to let you know you are much more than that. Because when you start to lay your hands on your client, you may just be taking them on an intergalactic ride. I had one of them on Saturday. When you walk up to your client, that is when your super power cape goes on. You are a superhero. Right when you start to touch your client, right before you do, that is when you transform. When you go from, let's say, Peter Parker to Spider-Man, from Diana Prince to Wonder Woman, from Clark Kent to Superman. You have those abilities. My superpower is laughter. Well, one of them anyway. I never thought that my laugh would make a difference in the world. I didn't know it was even a gift until after I was 40. I'm 53 now, and I've had this gift my whole life. I never knew it would make a difference. Is it okay if I share with you a story of how I know it made a difference? When I was 40 years old, I was recognized in front of a crowd of 500 people for my laugh. Have you guys heard of the Chicken Soup for the Soul books? Well, the author, one of the co-authors of that, Mark Victor Hansen, was on stage with one of his, another co-author, Robert Allen. And they were so funny. I flew all the way out to Florida to hear these guys speak. They were so funny, I was cracking up laughing and shut them down. And Robert, they both stand back and they're like, okay, who's that lady with that laugh out there? I was so scared. I literally, in my mind, I thought I was going to be thrown out. I was sitting next to my friend Debbie, and I had asked her to come with me, and I'm thinking, seriously, they're going to throw us both out. We came all this way from Kansas. Back then, you just didn't travel. I mean, it just wasn't like now, these days, where it's no big deal. I mean, going to Salina was like a major trip. And now we just get in our cars and we go for the day, or maybe an afternoon. We didn't do that 10 years ago, and before that. Well, I didn't know Debbie was going like this on top of my head. And Robert Allen looks right at me. Now, he's a co-author of many books, a lot of real estate books. And he looks at me and he's like, I love your laugh. I want to pay you for your laugh. And he handed me a $20 bill in front of 500 people. But I still didn't get it that my laugh was a gift. And that night, when Robert talked to me, for a moment in time, like 60 seconds, he looked at me and it felt like we were the only one right there for that 60 seconds. And he said to me, Tammy, I know tens of thousands of people. I've been around them, but I've never heard a laugh like yours. Girl, it's more than a gift. Your laugh is a spiritual gift. Do something with it. So I did. I recorded it. I sent CDs over to Iraq. And the soldiers over there, I was going to say the name of the troop, but all of a sudden it went out. Well, anyway, this troop of soldiers were out in gunfire this day, and it happened to be Christmas Eve, 2005. And they saw death. And 2 of their own men perished that day. And the first thing they did when they got back to their campsite, and forgive me, I don't know the correct terminology when it comes to military stuff, the first thing they said was, "Sarge, where is she? We need her, and we need her now." And they got the CD out, and they put it in, because they knew the laughter and the funny stories on that CD, it would inspire them and help transform their energy and bring them back up. And I share this with you because you massage therapists, you are doing the same thing with people. You're transforming people as they lay on that table. Even before, as soon as they commit to you working on them, they're allowing you to inspire them, to knead out their tightness, their stress, their emotion. You're taking them on an intergalactic ride because of your superpower. And your superpower is in the hands of healing. Your superpower is touch. And you may never get a thank you. So I really want you to get that inside of how special you are and how you can inspire and really change a life just by you being present with them, by you laying your hands upon this body. Say, for instance, you have a gentleman here, and when you're done working with him, it feels so good. I know that feeling. And he goes home, and he opens the door. And then the first time in a long time, as his kids come running to him, "Daddy, Daddy," he grabs him up and he hugs them instead of scowls at them. And for the first time in a long time, he's able to sit and play Legos with them. He's able to just be with them. And now he's embracing his wife. And he takes her out dancing, something he's not been able to do for a very long time because he found you and your touch. And then the next day he goes to work. And he's really attentive at work for the first time in a long time because of what you helped him to achieve. And now, possibly, he gets recognized at work. There is a whole new world opening up to you. A new world of possibilities. A whole new world of how you can help change and inspire communities just by working on one person. Now, I never thought I would be doing this when I was in high school. And I don't know if you thought you would be doing this when back in high school when you were trying to figure out what you're going to be when you grow up. Oh, side point, don't worry about growing up. Keep that childlike essence within you because that will take you really far, especially in the healing arts. Because when we access that part of us, it just helps us to blossom even more. And it helps us to connect with our clients even more. The possibilities of inspiring others, of changing the world one client at a time. Communicating through touch. These clients you're going to have, maybe you've never met them. You might not ever see them again. but just know that you are making a difference with them. You truly are, even if they've never said anything. I worked on somebody because laughter is not just my only superpower. I'm also an intuitive healer, an energy worker, and I use a lot of different modalities. I'm a coach and a mentor. And one of the people I worked on came to me. He was a soldier, was in active duty, had not slept all night long for 2 years. And he came to me for a session. He didn't believe that I could help him because nothing did. And he laid on my table. We worked together. Because it's not just me. It's not just you as a massage therapist doing the work. It's also your client. Together, you're doing this. He called me the next day. He's like, Tammy, I didn't hear my alarm. OMG, I slept all night long. That hasn't happened in over 2 years. What did you do to me? What was that you did? Sometimes, those of us in the healing arts, we don't know the possibilities that can happen through us. I remember Barbara, who worked on me and did body work with me. Now I've been working with her for a long time. And she was used to out of the ordinary experience coming through. And I was laying on her table. And I was supposed to have a tandem massage. And her partner did not show up. And so she starts working on me. And I start crying. I have no idea where this emotion's coming from, but I know it's deep. And all of a sudden, I see the Divine Mother come. And she's standing on the left side of the table, right next to Barbara. And she tells me, tell Barbara I'm here to help. We don't need Leland today, which was Barbara's partner. So it took every ounce I had within me to bring those words up and out because I was crying so hard. And I did. I said, Barbara, Mother Mary's here. Because in my mind I'm thinking, I must be crazy, but I know I'm supposed to say this. And you're supposed to go to the other side of the table. Barbara did, and she kept working on my body. Now my eyes are closed because I'm just allowing all of this emotion, whatever's coming, to go, to work through. And in that process, all of a sudden, Mother Mary picks me up. Even though my physical body is on the table, I'm being held by the Divine Mother. And I bawl even harder. And I don't know if some of you have experienced that yet, that emotion can come up in your clients. And just to allow it. Well, in my experience, working with Barbara, she allowed it. And I was ever so grateful for it because as Mother Mary's holding me, and I'm just, and some kind of trauma is being released. And I don't have to understand it. And then all of a sudden, I just start cracking up laughing. So I go from this one level of bawling my eyes out, heaving because I'm crying so hard. If any of you cried that hard, you know what I'm talking about. To cracking up laughing. And then she lays me on the table. Because we know whatever it was It's now been transformed. And I say transformed back into joy because I was cracking up laughing so hard. And then as I laid there on the table, as she laid me down, my eyes are still closed. I see the whitest light that is unexplainable how white that is. And I'm sharing that with you just to know, just so you know, you get, because it can be like 6 o'clock at night, and you got one more client that's coming, and you're tired. You've been working on people all day. And you might start to think, oh, I'm just a massage therapist student. No, no, no. You are so much more than that. You are a superhero. You have a superpower, and it's in your hands. Your superpower is touch. And we all need that. So if you ever start to doubt who you are, what you're doing, just remember, as you start to walk up to your client, as you start to lay your hands on that client, that is when your superhero cape comes on. You are that great. And if you ever don't think that, if you ever doubt yourself and you can't get yourself there, then reach out. Reach out to your teachers. Reach out to somebody that believes in you. Reach out to me, because I'll let you know you are great. You're here to inspire. You're here to make a difference as you already are. I believe in you. Go forth and be great.